Welcome back to more Lord of the Rings Online. I can't remember what I was doing in the last episode because I was very rudely interrupted by work. I had to go to bed so I could go to work. That's alright, it's a brand new day. I'm back, I'm recording. I'm gonna have some fun. We were helping out the Oathbreakers actually, and we went and fought some brigands, and we destroyed the leader of the brigands, and we picked up one of his, I don't know what it was, like a necklace or something. And I'm gonna give it to the Oathbreaker here, see what he thinks of it. So, you return. Let me increase the size here. What is this you have brought me? This symbol. I have seen its make before. The eye I do not recognize, but these markings along the edge remind me of trinkets once carried by those that brought war to our land. Ah, it must be them. Why would such a symbol be in the hands of these men? And why would it look so far beyond my time? Kippen, you were wise to have brought this to me. You have proven your worth and your trust. It is time that honor was returned unto you. This symbol fills me with dread and invokes in me a feeling I have not felt since the day my men and I became cursed. I failed Gondor at Oscelebrant, the large fortress to the south, and condemned myself and my men to this unnatural existence. You must be told what happened, else you can never understand my fate. Let me tell you the tale. Listen to me and you will understand.
After contemplating a vile symbol recovered from brigands, Sauron, leader of the Oathbreakers in Path Celebrant, has chosen to confess how he and his men came to be cursed.
Weird tinge here to the screen. In times long past, my men and I were stationed in Oscelebrant, a gorgeous Gondorian fortress that overlooked the Limelight River. We were under siege by a terrible force of Easterlings for the time before this, and eventually they claimed Calandron, the land which became Rohan. They drove us north into these fields, and it was here that we prepared to make our final stand. My men and I guarded the Limelight, hoping to keep their forces from the south at bay, while our leader, Kirion, and his force secured the rest of the field. The night we were cursed began as I was patrolling back from the Limelight with my men. What do you see now that is all that I remember of the long past day? My memories have failed me. Oscelebrant lies in ruin, and I can no longer see myself as I once was. But yet, this all feels so familiar. Men, they are upon us. Ready your arms. So here are some Easterlings, presumably from the past. Easterling Slayer, interesting. Stay alert, men. I guess I am reenacting the patrol he did down the riverbanks 500 years ago. Curse them! They should have been able to cross the Limelight. Our men to the south have failed. We must retreat to Oscelebrant. Wait, on your guard. Let me go and grab this ranged one. Oh no, I just remembered my inventory is pretty full from the last episode. I didn't clean it out. I hope it doesn't fill up. Yeah, I got like 2 spots left. Their numbers are many. We must hurry. We have delayed too long. Here they come. More are upon us. Lots of archers. Very good. It's one slow Oathbreaker. I thought the whole mission was in peril. Fortune is with us. We have made it. Doesn't really seem to have a sense of urgency. Now quickly, we must reach my men in Oscelebrant. Quickly, he says. Alright. I cannot believe this devastation. So much terror has consumed the field in so small a time. The Easterlings have always sought to take from us what is rightfully ours, but these new foes, they fight relentlessly. We have already lost Kelendron to the Easterlings. The Orcs assault from the west, and we are fewer each day. Some action must be taken, but what? Everyone to me. The Easterlings have breached the field to the south, and they have moved to cut us off from Girion and the others. They are no doubt amassing outside the fortress as we speak. We cannot pretend that Gondor has the advantage any longer. This foe is mighty, and without the aid of Girion, our fellows, we will fall. As Doran speaks, the din of a large force rises in the distance. We can tarry no longer. Utherig, come with me, the rest of you. Secure the fortress. Glory to Gondor. So he left part of his men to defend the fortress, while him and 3 other men are going out front. Alright, Sarah Oakhart. Any day now. Fairly sizable force here. Invaders, I am Sauron of Gondor. You move to strike against a fortress of my people. Abandon your assault and leave our lands or prepare to face our might. A bold command, Sauron of Gondor, but you fool yourself. We are more than enough to crush your forces. Why then do you not fall upon us where we stand? Although many among us thirst to see you and your kinsmen rent asunder, we will offer you the chance to be spared our wrath. What madness is this? What makes you think that we would ever listen to the likes of you? Look upon the treasures of Rune. All of this and your lives will be yours to keep. Take this and abandon your worthless charge. Let us flood across the Limelight and hinder us no longer. When Gondor lies in ruin, you and your men shall remain. And what if we refuse? We will slaughter every last one among you. Your leader and your fellow kin on the field will not escape their fates, no matter your choice. Make your choice now, Gondorian, or we shall make it for you. They're offering him some treasure here. Pretty nice treasure. Has your mind been lost? We should never consider an offer from these brutes. Let us fall in battle alongside our kin and Lord Kirion. Be silent, deserter. Who are you to speak of glory? Quiet, both of you. I have made my choice. Speak, my men grow restless. We shall stand down. I harbor no desire for treasure, but I cannot allow you to cut down my men. The conflict grows desperate for us, and I hope that Gondor can be preserved through my actions. Leave the treasure and be gone from this place. You coward, how could you? You made a wise choice, Sauron of Gondor. Your men are fortunate to have a leader such as you. A leader so clearly embodies the might of Gondor. Come in, we go. You fool, we swore an oath to defend Gondor from the monsters, and you allow them to run rampant? You disgust me. No, it is you who is the fool, Kabad. Even if Gondor falls, these treasures will bring us fortunes for years to come. Now you understand. Let us leave this vile memory behind. Man, that text was going by quick, so I have to do some catching up with it. But it seems like a lot of the Oathbreakers you meet in the Lord of the Rings world, they fail to keep their oath, obviously, as implied by their name. So, now we know what oath Doron of Gondor has broken. The wrong choice was made, but how could I have known? Some of my men were overjoyed by our tainted riches, while others condemned my actions. Cirion never forgave us. The oath we made to protect Gondor was broken by my actions, and all suffered for it. Let us leave this memory. There is more to be said. So now you understand my past. After a time, a few of my men and I returned to the front with Cirion, but by then, word had spread of our treachery. Cirion cursed all of us and condemned us to serve until the Horde no longer possessed a threat to Gondor. I feel my guilt, but I do not understand what can be done to lift my curse. The Easterlings are just unorganized raiders. How would they ever pose a threat to Gondor now? These are puzzling times, Kippen. One of those that fell to the curse was not of my company. He merely sought shelter with us after faltering in his task. Cabod is his name, a messenger of Cirion sent to find aid from the Northmen. However, seeing his fellows fall and sensing the futility of his charge, he fled instead to the south, to Oscelebrant. The curse compounded with his guilt has driven him away from us. I do not know whether he truly seeks redemption or merely escape. Seek him out near Oscelebrant. I fear that there are things occurring in that ruin that have fallen beneath notice. Perhaps he can be of help to us. I only hope that he has not fallen to madness like the others. Alright. So, there's going to be a quest down there. So if he's not in the fortress itself, it looks like he's going to be a little bit on the outskirts of it. He's definitely getting the solitude he desires over here. Fairly remote area. Why would you seek an audience with me? I am a failure, a traitor to the great kingdom of Gondor. Doron sent you? Curse that man. He deserves only the worst of the fates for what he did to so many of us. The shadow that has fallen on Oscelebrant has fallen beneath the notice of the Horse Lords and Doron alike. I have seen what lurks within the walls, and Doron has been given a chance to redeem us all, and it must be Doron, for I have no desire to atone for the folly of another. Listen to me and I will guide you to the answer. I know what Doron told you, Kippen. However, there is much that you still do not know. Something terrible has come to Oscelebrant, and while I am not sure exactly what it is, I know that it can only bring more destruction to this field. There are two tasks I have for you. If you will honor me with your service, I will guide you to the knowledge you seek. In my time, I have seen many arrive and depart the field of Celebrant, but there is one who has not yet left. He crept into the field among the fog of the Rushgore and hid within the ruins of Oscelebrant. I know not who this man is, nor what his purpose in Oscelebrant can be. However, I fear that no good can come from his presence here. Search the outside of Oscelebrant near Rushgore. Perhaps this wanderer left some clue to his origin. To understand the doom falling upon the field of Celebrant, you must first understand our past. Long ago, the kingdom of Gondor was besieged by a horde of terrible Easterlings. They had forded the great river at the Undeeps and sought to crush our forces here before sweeping into Gondor proper. While we fought valiantly, there was nothing that we could do to stop the onslaught of Easterlings. My fellows and I were sent north to seek aid of the Northmen in desperation. With us, we each carried a trinket. Before I fell, I buried the trinket in hopes that my failure would be forgotten. However, having returned, I know that can never be the case. I would ask that you seek it out. I buried it just outside the walls of Oscelebrant. Perhaps it still remains there. Okay. So, let me go over here, maybe. I don't know if that was a smart thing to do. Kind of looks like there's a quest ring up there. Yeah, here we go. There's something. Red-tipped arrowhead. You have found the rotting remains of a red-tipped arrow. Let me see what else. There's something a little to the north there. I wonder if... I don't know if I'll be able to climb this. It looks a little steep. I might just take that bridge. Probably best. If I had taken the river, I'd probably still be trying to find a good slope to go over. What are these guys doing? I don't know. Looks like that wolf was eating something, but on closer inspection, it was nothing. Find the Wanderer's Trail. It said outside, so it should be over here, not inside the fortress itself. Let me see. Looks like that quest ring is maybe around here. I don't know. I'm not seeing it. There we go. You see a boot print near the mud nearby. You see a trail of boot prints leading into the distance. You see another footprint nearby. And another one. You do not see any more boot prints, but a glint in the distance across the water catches your eye. You have found a dulled and twisted blade of strange make. Alright, let me return with my findings. I feel like I'm... Virtue cap reached. Hold on, because that's kind of important. What is the cap? 41. So my wit is 41. I should probably change into this, because this gives me 1900 finesse, 800 critical rating, and 460 mastery, which is really good. Certainly better than some of these. Let me start leveling up my determination, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, I'm still trying to get used to this. Okay. Perfect. So, yeah, let me do determination, because that's going to give me agility. Anyways, that's all stuff I like to do at a season finale, so I'm not going to worry about it too much for now. I'll mix up my traits at the end of this season, but I just want to make sure I'm still getting experience on them and not just pushing towards a level cap. I think as you level up, though, the cap increases. I think it's divided by half of your level, so at level 84, my max should be 42, I think. What is this? I know this blade, and others like it. This blade is of an Easterling. I had my suspicions of who this stranger could be, but I wished to believe it untrue. These men do not belong in the field, and such audacity cannot go unanswered. You must show this to your allies in Doron when the time comes. So you have found it. Thank you. I never thought I would be able to see this again. This arrow was to be the symbol of our plight to the Northmen. I was sent to deliver it at any cost, and I just could not do it. I feared death, and now see what my cowardice has brought me. I later learned that one of my messengers survived and made it to the north, My shame has only grown. But enough of this. There is more to be done. Very good then, it is done. You honor me with your aid, and for that I will serve you in turn. I have done all that I can to aid you. This arrowhead and blade should be all you need to spur your allies into action. If it does not, I fear the field will again fall to the enemies of Gondor. Take this to them with haste. Each moment you do not act only gives the enemy more time to prepare. Consider my duty fulfilled, even if my spirit remains. Farewell. Okay, so Idmar is on the way up there. How's my inventory doing? Probably not too good. Still 2 spots left. Well, I can use some of these to increase the virtue trait. Anything else? I don't want to get rid of some of the other items because I can turn them in for tasks. I'm just going to use that power potion. I'm never actually going to use it in combat, so whatever.
Will you aid the horse lords?
You have returned. I was beginning to worry. You were gone for some time. What is this that you're carrying? Idmar glances with wonder at the red-tipped arrowhead, but then suddenly notices the blade you hold. This arrowhead is very important to my people, and I will have it sent to Stangard. It must be hung in the mead hall to honor our ancestors' service. But where did you get that blade? Speak quickly. Idmar looks deeply disturbed after learning that it was just outside of Oscelebrant. This is unsettling news, Kippen. Bring the blade to Doron immediately. I will muster my men and hope that we can receive more support from Stangard. Go now. Idmar is horrified that an Easterling lurks in Parth Celebrant and demands that you speak with Doron. Was Kabod willing to aid you? I know he despises me for my actions, but as you know, I only did what I thought was best. What is this? Why have you brought the blade of my enemy here? Tell me at once. So an Easterling has invaded our ruins. I will not fall victim to the same folly twice, Kippen. Journey to Oscelebrant with me, and together we will drive him from this land. There is no time to wait for your allies. You must go now before it's too late. I will meet you at the gate. Make haste. The time has come, Kippen. We can wait no longer, as every minute we delay brings you and your allies closer to your doom. Make haste. Travel to Oscelebrant. Once there, call me forth with a horn of your allies' make, and I will fight by your side. There is no time to waste. We must strike. Okay. So I'm a little bit worried. I'm wondering if this is going to be similar to... What was it? Was it in Merk? Yeah, there was one in Evendim and one in Mirkwood, in which you had to call an ally, and that ally gave you a bunch of quests, but if you completed one of them, you couldn't complete the others, so you had to make sure you finished everything before completing the main quest. Do you guys remember that? Does that make sense? I think it does. You have arrived in Oscelebrant, and now must summon Doron to your side. Yeah, see, I'm sure that I might have to do a little bit of reading on the LOTRO wiki into these quests, because it might be one of those situations that if I complete one of these before the others, I may lose access to all of them. Kippen, halt! Do you see the banners that adorn these ruins? These men, they have been turned from tomb robbers into an army. Could the Easterling be behind this? We must bring the fight to these brigands before they are too many to stop. See if they carry any symbol of their true allegiance. I'm certain your allies will want to know of this. These ruins hold many memories for me, Kippen. As you have been shown, the bribe my men and I accepted in return for standing down in the face of Easterlings was once held in these ruins. I see treasures of significant age strewn about the ruins here. Much of it seems familiar to me. I think it is the very same. Please, cast the treasures into the limelight just south of Oscelebrant. Let us be rid of them forever. Please do this for me, as my arms no longer grant me the strength in this world. Look around you, Kippen. Do you see my men lurking about these ruins? There was a time when I would have battled beside each of these men and treated him as a brother. However, they are all too quick to accept the freedom of our betrayal offered. What we did not only freed us from death, but also granted us great riches from the east. Riches that revealed our treachery. No hope remains for these men. They have embraced their avarice, and I doubt that any among them desire to redeem themselves. Please skip and send them to rest. Have you noticed the strange objects around you? These primitive trappings are not of Gondor. Surely they belong to Easterlings. What a fool to leave such a trail in his wake. Quickly, see if we can find more evidence of his passing. We must find him. Okay, so we're not quite at the 30-minute mark I try to get to, but I'm actually going to call it an episode right here because I quickly just want to do some reading on these quests and make sure that I'm not going to screw myself over and not be able to complete these if I do something weird. So, thanks for watching and see you next time.